Hey guys, how's it going, and thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money because you know schools aren't. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, so let's waste no time at all, because what's going on in this video, we're talking about the G20 summit that was going on with the world leaders. The main focus was what the United States, which President Trump, and China has got going on. So the G20 conference just ended. It was on December 1st. Well, ended on December 1st. 19 leaders of the world's greatest economies and the representation of the European Union gathered this weekend in Buenos Aires in Argentina. So this was definitely big because everyone was watching what was actually going to happen. Of course, with all these tariffs and trade wars going on, what was going to happen. So I tried to look for a bunch of news articles or whatever to read as much as I can about it, but I did see from a response from Trump that due to the passing of George H.W. Bush, they were going to have a news conference after the funeral, that they're still planning for everything like that. So we might get a little bit more detail in the coming days. However, there's still great news, very surprising news, so let's just get into it. This is the U.S.-China declares trade war ceasefire after Trump and Xi summit. So obviously everyone knows that there's a bunch of trade wars and tariffs going on, but they're in new trade negotiations with the goal of reaching an agreement within 90 days. So they're kind of in, well, obviously, like it says right there, ceasefire, and they're open to negotiation. A lot of people were thinking of the worst because it's been the worst for months now. We're in a bear market. So this is definitely great that they're actually talking. Trump agreed not to boost tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods to 25% on January 1st, as previously announced, while Beijing agreed to buy an unspecified but very substantial amount of agriculture, energy, industrial, and other products. So obviously you could imagine, because everyone was basically doubting that anything great was gonna come of this, because it's just been really rough out there. So we could imagine that financial markets will be cheered by the U.S. announcement that Trump and the Chinese president agreed at the diner and all that stuff. So that 90-day truce is going to be huge. I could imagine next week is going to be a huge rally. Now, a couple things to look at this. First, now whether you like Trump or not, I'm not going into that, and I never will. But we cannot deny that Trump's negotiation tactics are actually really good. Of course, he's been in business and all that stuff. Have an open mind here. We could look at pros and cons of these people. But his negotiations with deals, because he's been like that his entire life in real estate and business. So he had some type of plan going into this. It just wasn't blindly. And a lot of people were saying that it's actually a good thing to get hit now, like have tough times going on in the short term, so the long term could be better. Now, another mindset to obtain is that, well, we're all basically assuming that the markets are going to do, at least for like the opening of the week, it's going to be really good because of these talks. Going to have a really nice rally. Everything's probably going to be very much in the green. So for those who sold off, now, yes, it can go lower. Fed is going to talk soon. So if those aren't going to do well, it might go back in the red. We'll have to see. But if those talks are good, then it's going to be a rally, and then all of this stuff might be under the bridge. Of course, it's still a negotiation, so we'll have to see. However, if we sell off due to market fear and uncertainty, like a lot of people do, and if something like this happens, a lot of people miss out on it. So I just want to reiterate that being in the market, like time in the market, is better than timing the market. A lot of people say this, and this is just another example. This is what markets do. You know, we have wars, we have recessions, we have all these, economic cycles and interest rates and all this type of stuff. This is just what the world holds. And there might be bad things that happen, and it might be unexpected. But usually, we come up with solutions to fix those issues. So that's why if you stay in the market, history shows that it usually rebounds and you will benefit from investing in the long term. Now this just isn't going to be like straight up for like the rest of the year and into 2019. This is just a little pressure off. Negotiations are good. People are open. This is just a ceasefire for 90 days. So it's a little bit of light in the dark tunnel that we've been living in for a few months now. So stay tuned. They're going to continuously announce whatever, the details of what's going on. But I just want to give you guys good notice that if you didn't sell everything and stayed in the market, it could be, imagine that. I just pulled something, that's why it's shaking. But imagine that good things could come, because usually good things come after bad things. So I say stay in the market for the long term. Recently I just bought a few different companies. Nothing crazy, I'm not buying heavily. But those stocks are going to be up nicely now. As always, we could probably imagine which are going to outperform the others. Like growth stocks, like tech stocks, they usually get hit the worst. However, they rebound the fastest. So that's why, in my opinion, I think we should all have a good mix of that growth as well as value with those dividends and stuff like that. Every YouTuber goes over 3 of the stocks that they're looking into for December. So if you want to check mine out, I'll leave a link in the description. You can check that out. And of course, many YouTubers have that. So I kind of wanted to just make this a quick video going over what's going down. Check out the markets next week. Should be very interesting. So keep a positive and open mind. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm just repeating myself right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.